Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, I'm BurningDogFace, and I'd like to welcome you to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon Reignited. This game originally came out all the way back in 1998 as an exclusive to the PlayStation console before it had a number after the name. And it's a third-person platformer starring a dragon who quickly became so beloved that he spawned an entire franchise. What we are actually looking at here is the Spyro Reignited trilogy, which was released in 2018 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the very first game, and it consists of HD remakes of the first 3 games in the series: Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon. I've heard they're all very short, so I was thinking I might just plow straight through them. But for now, let's focus on the first one. Before we begin, I'd like to mention that this is going to be a blind LP. I stepped into the very first area in order to get a reading on the frame rate and audio levels, but other than that, everything we're about to see is going to be new to me. I'm going to play the game for the first time ever, and you guys get to come along for the ride. Here's hoping we all enjoy ourselves. I'd also like to give a very special shout out to one of my very best friends, RoninDrake, who gifted me this game. You know, I always wanted to play this back in the day, but we never had a PS1, so I just missed out. So I gotta say, I'm kind of tickled by the idea of finally getting to go back and check out this game, especially since it's gonna look like a modern game. So thank you, Drake. This means a lot to me, and I hope you enjoy this series, because it's dedicated to you. Now, without further ado, let's play Spyro the Dragon Reignited.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Gnasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Gnasty Gnorc is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
And they just throw you in. You're not at all uncommon for the era. First thing I wanted to comment on, something tells me that in the original game, the bad guy's lair was not covered in, early 2000s era, inspirational posters. I don't think I saw a single one of those until, like, 2003 or so. Alright, I discovered if you touch this guy, he wakes up.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the Balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Gnasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with her. She just appears after he goes, and, press Y to talk.
Hi, Spyro.
But then it's just replay that guy's message exactly as it appeared the first time, or nothing. So, I don't know who she is or what it means, and she throws her wand at me, but, we're just gonna go with it. Let's see, so far I figured out that if you hold X, you do a bull charge. Let's see, A jumps, the bumpers roll you along the ground. I read that that's a feature they added in, like, one of the later games, and they just added it to all three of the ones in... They made sure it was in all three of the ones in this one. They wanted to have a unified control scheme, which I find very interesting. I'm not sure what's up with the dragonfly. He's just there, chilling. I've discovered that if you walk close to, but not touching one of those gems, he'll just get it for you. So that's neat. Is he gonna do the thing? Oh, his legs are moving this time. Last time I startled this guy, all of his animations were working except running, so he just sort of glided along the ground. Like, he did that animation, and then he's just sliding. Oh yes, and B and right trigger both do this. I'm gonna burn you. I'm gonna burn you. So I think the idea is that the thing from the intro is literally true. These monsters are actually gems. I say monsters, but these ones are scared shitless of me, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Although, if you kill them, they do each turn into a single gem. Oh, I should mention, unlike Halo Anniversary or Wonder Boy and the Dragon's Trap, you cannot toggle back to the old graphics. That is not an option. Although, you can switch back to the original music if you like. I have to admit, I was not expecting this from a game that originally came out in '98, but I found it very difficult to get a good frame rate in this. Well, without making it look like, you know, butt. And, I feel like that's probably because it's running on Unreal. I will say this, the game looks great. I really like this effect when you breathe fire in the grass. Especially since, wait for it, no harm, no foul. Oh. See, even the flowers come back. Oh no, I've killed the tulips! Come back! Oh, thank God, they shook it off. I was actually felt bad for a second. Oh, those ones don't come back? Yeah, it's probably free. I haven't touched any of the other statues because I figure, you know, Let's Play and all. So, let's see who this is.
Where's Gnasty Gnorc? I'll torch him!
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you.
Oh.
Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Thanks, Delvin. Sparks, huh? Nice to meet you. Oh, I also discovered he turns blue if you jump in the water there, so I don't think he likes being cold. Sorry, you guys have to be money. It's not natural to turn money into people. Oh, yes, and there's, well, at first I thought it was a double jump that worked really weirdly, and then I realized it's a glide. Other thing I thought was interesting to note was, that map in the corner. That's an option that defaults to off, so I'm thinking to myself it probably wasn't there in the original game. However, if you've ever watched one of my series before, you will know that I have the sense of direction of a wet loaf of bread, so I'm going to need all the help I can get. Oh! I never quite managed to do that. Feck. Okay, you know what? Alright, I'm still new at it. Give me a break. I'm not actually sure how old Spyro's supposed to be. I don't think he's a child, but he is very clearly the youngest dragon here. Oh, and I should also mention that how old he is probably a bit skewed, given that dragons live for about 1,000 years. At least in most of the fiction I've seen. Hell, sometimes it's like, oh no, elves live for 1,000 years. Dragons live for 10,000 years. You know, Dungeons and Dragons, the most powerful dragons are simply called ancient, because they're just that strong from being alive for so long. For God's sake. Is this gonna hang out there while I talk to my colleague here, Tomas, sorry, that's how you say that name. Oh.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
I really liked the facial animation. Oh. And I was thinking to myself, oh boy, I hope I get better at the whole gliding thing, because, oh, you can do it mid-air. Neat. No, you don't. You be dead. Let's see, anything else in here? Okay, oh, no, it's just first-person look. Yeah, if you're not standing in front of a thing, I guess, you hit Y and it just goes to look mode. Oh, I should note, I'm using the default control scheme, which, you know, camera behind on L, breathe fire on R, in addition to the usual spot on B. I'm using a Xbox controller, but, the default, no, not the default actually, there is an option to just use straight up the original controls, in which case L and R just rotate the camera, and it took me a minute to remember that the original PlayStation didn't have analog sticks on its controller. This is new. Oh, neat. Town Square. I'm just assuming these are like, you know, Mario-style levels, and, didn't go into any of them during testing. Oh, I see. No! I thought... Right, hitting B does not cancel out of the glide. I wanted to be fancy about that. Right. That actually has a function that still works in midair. Haha! Hello. Thank you. I'm sure my butt appreciates being enchanted. At least I hope it doesn't actually do that, because that would be weird. I saw this corner over here, but I didn't even walk over here. More sheep. More treasure! Oh yeah, lives. That's right. Limited lives. That's why I wanted to show off here. Hey, sorry about that. I just wanted to check a thing. Yes, Spyro the Dragon was created by, and the first 3 games in the franchise were developed by, Insomniac Games, who are also known for, let's see here, the Ratchet and Clank franchise, the Resistance franchise, Sunset Overdrive, and Marvel's Spider-Man. So yeah, these guys have a pedigree. Learned some interesting Didn't see that idle animation during testing. I did see the one where he licks himself like a cat, but... Just sneezing fire on the ground. Alright, I'm sorry. I just shouldn't be hanging out next to you. Hello, Argus.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other Artisan lands.
I'm gonna be honest, that was not the voice I imagined for the fat dragon holding part of a watermelon. I just assumed it was gonna be a kind of a voice, and now I feel bad for assuming he was a dumbass. Ooh. Delicious gems. Oh, hello. Do I talk to you, or... What the fuck? Okay, I didn't get an extra dragon for that. Guidebook? Right. Okay. Well, it seems to be counting the number of gems I get my hands on. You know what? Let's not start with a level called Dark Hollow. Bad vibes, man. Bad vibes. Ah! I just need to keep the camera focused over there. Ah! Yes! Skill point acquired. Surely they didn't have skill trees back then. Oh. Skill points. Oh, okay, okay. Reach tricky platform. Alright. You know, it makes sense that that the plant life on a world that's dominated by dragons would learn to be fireproof. By the way, props for making the roofs of these little towers float. I don't think that actually accomplishes anything. It's just really cool. Oh, you're the balloonist. Hi. Why did I wave at my monitor?
If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons...
Marco the balloonist.
Then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world.
Okay. I do like the way he sort of scampers along. The cat lick idle animation is just so delightful to me, because again, this was many, many years before How to Train Your Dragon, so I guess the whole dragons as cats thing is just a universal thread somewhere. Which one's this? This one's right here. Stone Hill. You know, let's go with the town square one. That sounded pretty safe. Oh man. Suddenly I'm wondering if someone watching this is freaking out over that comment. No, you fool! Turn back before it's too late! Oh, I can fly! I can wiggle around. The jump button makes him flap his wings. Dum-da-dum, loading screen. Or hey, maybe it's not loading, maybe it's just accurately depicting the amount of time it would take to get to town square from there. Chickens! Hello. What's up, ladies? Metal. You clever bastards. Fun. Oh, right, yeah, duh. I mean, I guess it makes sense for a PS1 game, but I am kind of surprised they didn't make the dragon statues, well, not identical in the modern graphics. I'm surprised they didn't just make up a new model for... Oh, hey, Sparks. Wait. Oh. I thought over there was, like, the bag on one of those thief guys. Huh. They look pointier than I do. Well, Nils, you got any advice?
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
Huh. I like these animations. They're full of character. I mean, don't expect that guy to get much character development. I feel like that was probably it, but, I did like that animation with the easel falling over. Hello. Hamburger. Huh. Oh, I see, yeah. I'm not sure what the number means. 5. Oh. I got this. Hello there. Goodbye there. Let's see. Jotted down some interesting things I learned about this, like... Oh, yes, the concept behind this game was originally inspired by the movie Dragonheart. You know, the one where Sean Connery plays the voice of Draco, the Last Dragon. And originally it was going to be a bit more realistic in tone and a bit dark and gritty in terms of story. But they made the conscious decision to make it more cartoony and cheery instead, you know, whimsical instead of gritty. Because at the time, the vast majority of child-friendly games were on the N64, which meant one of those would have much less competition as a PS1 exclusive. And I find that very interesting. You know, given the number of dark and gritty games on the PS1, I can't help but wonder if this one even would have gotten a sequel.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
Hey, thanks, man. I don't think I've met a character named Devlin in one of my Let's Plays since the Saboteur. Well, there's the timer. So before we go over there and meet that Matador Gnorc, I guess we'll have to call it here. Not bad for a premiere episode. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you next time on Let's Play Spyro the Dragon Reignited, when we continue incinerating things, collecting gems, and exploring the Artisan worlds. Later, and Gesundheit.